the match is over. SCU wins. Here come the creepers, the masked, full-body outfit fucks that apparently come in all shapes and sizes. And apparently now we know that they don't even bother to put wrestlers under these fucking outfits. They surround the ring, and then the Dork Order themselves, the fat one and the fucking Grayson, the fat one's in a suit. They come out to the stage, and Fat Dork, we're gonna call it, does a stagey, rehearsed promo in a fake evil voice. And then the creepers swarm both SCU and the Bucks, because we didn't really know who the fucking baby faces were anyway. And they get horrible fucking heat on the baby faces. Then, now Kenny Omega has been beating his match, and you just said he got fucking dumped in the commercial break. Well, he hits the ring and is immediately shut down again. And by the way, now we know also Kenny Omega fights like a girl. Not just like a 12-year-old girl, not even a 12-year-old professional wrestling girl, but like a 12-year-old girl at a goddamn grade school. He hits and his punches are shitty, and none of these fucking idiots know how to feed the baby faces coming in anyway, because when you do a staggered run-in like this, okay, the heels have shut down the baby faces that were in the ring, and they've got them down, and they've got them on the far side of the ring so that there's some room. Here comes one baby face. He comes in, you feed one heel star. Then here comes Cody and Dustin. And I thought Cody was the one smart enough to stay away from all this, but he probably had to do him a favor, and he didn't realize how bad it was going to be. Dustin hit with fire, but there was nobody beating him, so he tries to go and get people. And then he's throwing punches, and they won't shut him down. Finally, I think he had to tell somebody, shut me fucking down. And then they left him alone later on, and he got up and he looked like Andre, because he was a foot taller than all the rest of these people, and he's throwing punches again, and it took him a while to create these scenes. They don't just happen. This was fucking rotten. And then let's shut the roses down. The crowd is standing there staring. The ones that aren't booing are staring. Staring and booing, booing and staring. And not booing like, oh, get up and kick their ass. Booing like, would you get this bullshit out of here? It's not like he's trying to hide anything. And then, I know, the Fat Dork gets two masks and gives them to the other two guys that look like small children, Silver and Reynolds.
Well, see, you missed they were doing these really bad packages, you may remember I mentioned to you, that were very professionally looking.
Yes.
That make these professional packages.
Well, anyway, finally, Fat Dork stands over Matt Jackson, who looks like he is prematurely either bit a blood thing or maybe his fucking tongue's just red. I don't know, but Fat Guy stuck his hand in Matt's mouth and like he was trying to pull his tongue out. And then my DVR cut off. But it looked, it was something that didn't work, right? Was he trying to rip his tongue out and there was going to be a blood deal? Was he sticking something down his throat like they stuck this fucking TV show down our throats? What was even going? Could you even tell what was happening there?
No idea. It wasn't explained. There's lots of things not explained on this show. That's how they went off the air. I mean, your DVR probably went off 10 to 15 seconds before. The opposite of what we think wrestling
You're exactly right. The opposite of WWE sports entertainment is athletic-based wrestling, which is what the bill of goods that we were sold. Oh, and wait, there's more silly and fun and for everyone and look like a video game and be inclusive and we can have the legless boy and JoJo the dog-faced man or whatever the fuck. And they don't know how to do this shit. And they don't know how to do shit that people care about, except for a fad audience of people who like silly young fucking children play fighting. And that's what their fans can't stand about it. Now they've been handed this, and it shows that they don't know what they're doing, they can't do it, and to do it, they would have to admit that they were wrong all along and they got over as a fluke because they just started doing shit that nobody else was ever allowed to do, for good reason. And they found a fucking mark that's gonna let them do it and pay for it, and they've got all their friends' jobs, and this is their example of wrestling. Every time there's a pinfall 1, 2, 3 instead of a fucking bell ringing, it ought to be that noise it makes when your video game quarter drops. That ought to be the end of every match.
You know, it's funny because when AEW was first being conceived, Facebook group, and they said they went to their wives' Christmas party and they were wearing a Cornette face T-shirt, and there was someone there in a Bullet Club shirt. And they thought, oh boy, we're about to have, I don't know who this guy is, but we're going to say something. And he went up to him and started talking to him. And he goes, so you're a fan of the Young Bucks? And he goes, oh no, I saw this shirt. I like guns. So I got this shirt.
The shirt that sold was the Bullet Club. None of those people is named Bullet, and there was no picture or any wrestling on the shirt. It was the... Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the thrill-packed pre-holiday edition of the Jim Cornette Experience, the last experience suffered through more all petite wrestling for your listening pleasure. It was a stunning program last Wednesday night, folks. And to join me in this experience, Hawaiian Brian, the podcasting lion, the king of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network, Mr. Co-host to you, he's Swammy's Pappy, the proprietor of the French 6 p.m. It has either already been in the mail or it went in the mail this morning. This is the closest I've been to caught up in months and months.
There you go.
But we struggled our way back. If you get
So,
your order,
we won our
I've been
ARAM
saying,
game last
please
night,
get
Mark.
it in. If you haven't done it now,
You want to know how we
now,
won it?
How?
if you get
So
your
basically,
stuff in
it was a
by
stalemate.
Friday,
And what won it was I hooked the NASAs.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, it was AP NASAs, but yeah, it was basically hooked the NASAs. We then dunked on him so hard that he popped instantly, and then yeah, and then the rest was just trial play for one. There you go. But I got an unofficial quadra and a triple kill on Lysandra just then.
Fair effort.
Or was it just 2 double kills? Maybe 2 double kills. But the best one was so good. So I was low, right? Anyway, so I managed to hit a snowball on the Misfortune, teleport it in, and then ult myself just as she uses her ult. There, and then got a double kill because the Silas decided to walk into it as well, while I healed myself up to half health. It was fucking beautiful. How was your day?
Yeah, not bad. I'm playing with Chuck.
Oh, how is it? Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet.
You done your dash of Igni?
I used it a little bit.
It's not one of the first missions. If you're in Valor, are you in Valor now, or are you still doing the first town?
Failing, I think.
Did you search all through the first map? Because it's like about 3 or 4 tomes of knowledge. Not tomes. What do you call them? But altars of knowledge. So it's pretty useful to like just do the explorer and just get all those altars, so you get a few points to spend.
Yeah, I've done all that. What the fuck? Fuck. Okay, Lila Blanc missed about 20 fucking attacks.
Oh wow.
Never cross an emperor.
Darkness and light.
actually. Oh, fuck yeah, that's what we need to be here. Oh, that was close.
Behold the desert's wrath. Balance is a fool's master.
You can't take the desert.
Maybe I need to start saving up again. Fuck my life.
Never cross an emperor.
Wow, I've almost got level 3s here. Fucking realize that. Yes, that's what we needed. So we're gonna get rid of.
Never cross an emperor.
Let's be friends forever.
Phoenix. So we need to look at getting rid of Long. Yeah, I wish I played some items, but yeah.
The order is given.
Take or die.
Your sacrifice is part of a greater plan. The order is given. Obliteration.
You can't tame the desert.
Let's try this. Oh man, that's a lot of fucking berserkers. Yeah, headphones on after, come back later. What's this?
We're only in the 40-minute ARAM game.
Maybe I'm
Oh no, I'm just still in the. I only went for 24 minutes. I was just still in the map thing.
Team you've been building team fight, Mark.
see glacial desert. A little bit opposite.
That sounds so good.
I'm a sand snowman.
2 weeks, guys. They made it 2 weeks. This game in 2 weeks. This game in 2 weeks.
you can't collect an orb every day.
Oh, another fucking locket. Are you serious? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think it does. That's a huge fucking shield. Yeah, pretty painful. There it is, level 3. That is nuts.
Jeez, look at you. 5 views already. 47 minutes ago, Mark. Jeez. Focus us harder, please.
Oh yeah, that was fucked.
Oh,
Oh, level 3.
Paul, do you want to do an ARAM?
We finish this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, is this enough? Oh, he's on. Boy. Thank you, Jack.
My shot.
Close.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's fun though. Oh, I didn't hit the bench.
Yeah, I won my first game.
Oh, fucking black shield. Oh, fucking black shield. With glacial desert.
Yes,
The-
that was a thing.
I get a do over.
I am pretty fucking happy.